Forgive me, please.
But why?
I didn't consult you.
Hush now. I was a fool. Blind to your greatness. I didn't realize my good fortune.
This is no ordinary old age, Devi. This is decrepitude. The sum total of father's transgressions. The burden of the whole dynasty, perhaps. I couldn't take it on without your help.
I'm here. I have no life apart from you. I want none.
I feel empty. Shriveled.
You don't have to explain anything to me. I feel so privileged.
No light, please. It hurts my eyes. I can't.
I want to perform the aarti. Just once. Please. May I? To welcome you into my heart.
All right. Make it quick then, please. Devi!
Don't touch me! Go! Go! Get up!
But you said...
Forgive me, please! But go! Go! Swaru! Swaru! Madam, take him out right now, please! Go! Go! Don't touch me. I'm a sinner. Kill me, please, but go. Go now.
Now, don't blame yourself.
I don't deserve the prince. I'm unworthy of him. But what am I to do, Swaru? I couldn't help myself. I can't take it. I can't.
Go on. Cry. Don't hold yourself. Just let go.
Please. Say something. Scold me, punish me. Say anything. I can't bear the silence. I can't bear this silence.
I know the terror of silence. I started to tell you about myself, but couldn't bring myself to. Even my story is not as terrifying as your situation. I was my father's only child. He was not very well-to-do. Didn't have enough money to engage a proper teacher for me. So he persuaded a poor Brahmin to come and teach me in return for a free meal a day. My teacher was naturally anxious that the news of this arrangement shouldn't get around. So he would come to our house after dark, teach me, stay the night with us, and leave early next morning. I was a keen student. I learnt well. And when I came of age, I was married off. I couldn't have prayed for a nicer husband. All he wanted was for me to be happy. He showered me with love, with gifts, with endearments. It was my Swaru, my darling Swaru, every minute. Then one day, he came to know about my teacher. Misgivings sprouted in his mind. I told him there was no basis for his doubts. I begged and pleaded. If there was the slightest evidence for his apprehension, he would have forgiven me. But there was none. Doubt grew into suspicion and slowly twisted itself into an obsession. A laceration he had no means of controlling. As months passed and the disease spread, I could see him tossing and turning in his bed. And yet, there was not the slightest abatement in his love for me. There was also his conviction that I was innocent. He began to look for solutions to his torments by indulging himself in women, in drinks, in the campaigns. And he hated himself for inflicting this torture on me. And the more I loved him, the more venomously he hated me and himself. At last I decided I had to help him out. I still shudder when I think of it. One night, as he was moaning in his sleep, I woke him up and admitted that my teacher had seduced me.
You lied?
I described the scene in convincing detail. My husband smiled at me, turned on his side, and for the first time in many years, fell into deep sleep. With that Swarnalata story to end it. But not Swaru's private hell. He disappeared next morning. I haven't seen him since. I still deck myself up as a married woman. Our house awaits his return. Each one of his possessions exactly as he left it. But even if he doesn't return, I hope he found peace in death. That's the great thing about death, isn't it? The assurance of peace, the deliverance from uncertainty.
What is it?
The vial of poison which Sharmishta carried. I found it as I was cleaning the room this afternoon. It promises instant death, release from living hell. But I don't have the courage it takes.
Can I see it?
I have been churning out this old tale, for I don't know of any other tale with which to divert you. We are alone in our unhappiness, Devi. Sometimes a distant cry from another unhappy soul. It helps.
Who's there?
Sir,
Swarna? Now? Tell them. I don't want to see anyone now.
you have to face them sometime or the other. Later won't make it any better.
You were right. I must thank God I met you, Swaru.
You don't have to worry about anything. It can't get much worse than this.
What have you done, child?
Forgive me.
This is no time for recriminations. My heart goes out to you. But you are an educated woman, trained in the arts, trained in warfare. You could have displayed more self-control. Now act in a manner worthy of an Anga princess and Bharata queen. Act so that generations to come will sing your glory and Puru's. My blood froze when I heard your scream. I was panic-stricken lest you bring the names of both of our families into disrepute. But nothing is beyond repair. Go and welcome Prince Puru. You don't know how grateful the people will be to you. Go, escort him. Chitralekha?
No.
What do you mean?
I won't let my husband step back into my room unless he returns a young man.
I hope you realize where you are. This is the palace of the Bharatas. I can order you not as your father-in-law, but as your ruler to take him in, and you will have to obey. But I am not doing that. I request you I plead with you not to act in a manner that will bring ignominy on us all.
Let him come. I shall leave the kingdom.
Do you remember the vow you took not so long ago? With your gods as your witness in the presence of the holy fire, that you will walk in the paths marked by footprints, whether home or wilderness.
Or into the funeral fire!
Hold your tongue! You dare to indulge in levity about your husband's death.
I did not push him to the edge of the fire, sir! You did! You hold both my wifely duties. And what about your duty to your son? Did you ever think twice before forcing your troubles on a blind son?
Chitra! Take care!
Sir! This is my chamber. Only my husband has the right to come in without permission. Or to shout out my name whenever he pleases. I'm not aware I gave anyone else that freedom.
I apologize. I
was keen to become your daughter-in-law. And so were you to accept me as one. Even apart from my family. Because of my accomplishments. Because of what I am. And now you want me to meekly yield to your demands?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have raised my voice. But please try and understand. I know I have caused you grief. But I'm confused, lost. The last few hours have been so traumatic that I can see myself on the brink of insanity.
I came here today as your new daughter-in-law. And do you know what gives welcome me? This from my mother-in-law who discarded me. The pendant from a magistrate. And this from my mother-in-law to me. A vial of poison.
Please try to understand. I am whatever I am. I am the king. There is no me. There are no people. No subjects. I cannot, by them, forget my duty. And at this moment, my duty is to ensure that the forces of chaos do not overwhelm them.
So is that the choice now? The forces of chaos on one side and my husband's youth on the other.
I swear to you, it never occurred to me that he would accept the curse. I was dumbfounded when he told me. Even now, I am willing to accept back the curse. Which father would wish such a fate on his son? Who took it on his own free will, without a word from me, without telling a word to me? I had always looked forward to present you and Puru a peaceful and prosperous kingdom. But unfortunately, recently, unexpected troubles have started brewing in the corners of my realms. Enemies on the borders, rebellious forest tribes, prospect of a famine, danger of a Rakshasa depredation. I tried discussing these problems with him, but he is not interested. And that is where I need your help.
My help?
Puru lacks the experience to handle these problems. Actually, more than the experience, he lacks the will, the desire. Instead of welcoming the responsibilities of a king and of a householder, he has welcomed senility within a fortnight of his marriage. Why?
Modesty requires that I claim not to understand the question. But since you asked, and since it is the most important question in my life, let me state that I consider myself immensely fortunate in having found such a husband. The last 15 days have been among the happiest in my life. His warm, loving, and considerate. I grew up amidst Kshatriya arrogance. His gentleness is like a waft of cool breeze. As a wife, I am happy. Indeed blessed.
What then is he trying to run away from?
Has my husband been complaining against me? Some lapse on my part?
No. He admires you. And that's why I am here, in the hope that you, his mate, can help him. Puru has taken a curse upon himself to come to grips of some inner turmoil of his own. He needs time to think, time to recover, perhaps time to heal. And only you can give it to him. Once Puru regains his health, it is you who will be sharing that future with him. Give him a little more time. Give me a little time. Let him find himself. By then, I'll settle the affairs of the state. I'll present to you and Puru a kingdom which is secure and yours to keep. Please think.
Think? And will your majesty also think how old I shall be when that future is attained?
Maybe a few years, say a decade, or maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5? Do you think it would have made a difference if it were only 1 or 2? This morning, I was the mistress of all that I had yearned for. But within half a day, no, within half an hour actually, half a century has driven across and crushed the leaves on my pillows. And you would like me to wait?
This is not merely a question of an individual. We are talking about the future of our entire people.
I am here, this minute, sir, and I cannot interest myself in your unborn future.
This is a time we are all being put to test. Not just the time to come, but even our past is watching us, judging us. There has never been a crisis like this before, or no one likely to come again. Rise above trivialities, Chitralekha. Be superhuman.
All right, Your Majesty. I shall try. But when I do so, Don't try to dodge behind your own logic.
Beware! No one has ever accused me of cowardice.
Yes. This is the moment. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Nothing like this is likely to happen again in the future. So do you have the courage to accept my challenge?
What are you blathering?
I did not know Prince Kuru when I married him. I married him for his youth, for his potential to plant the seed of the Bharatas in my womb. But he has lost that potency now. He doesn't possess any of the qualities for which I married him. But you do.
Chitralekha!
Sir, you have taken over your son's youth. It follows that you have to accept everything that comes attached to it.
Whore! Are you inviting me to fornication?
Oh, come, sir. These are trite considerations. You have to rise above such trivialities. You have to be superhuman. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Nothing like this is likely to.
Where did you learn such filth, you beast?
It's the price I have paid for my education. So, sir, you refuse to return my youthful husband to me. Nor will you accept my logic. I know. It is a part of the sacrifice we all have to make. But would you say that this sacrifice measures up to the demand?
Chitralekha! Don't be foolish!
Foolish! What else is there for me to do? You have your youth. Prince Puru has his old age. Where do I fit in?
Chitralekha, wait! Listen to me!
There you are. You say I shouldn't be foolish. But you can't even bring yourself to stop me.
No. No, it's not that. Wait! Listen! Shall we stop? Wait!
Devi! Devi! Help me! Help me! I don't want to die! Help me! Saru! Saru! No! Saru! Oh my God, no!
Where did you find this violin?
Call the physicians, Sharmishta! Send for help!
Nothing is going to help now. There is no antidote for it.
I tried to catch hold of her hand. She was like my daughter. And yet,
What does it matter who she was? You destroyed her life. I pleaded with you. You were drunk with your future.
please, Sharmishta.
But I wanted to help her. I only wanted to release her. What is it, Swarna? But she found no peace. Save me, Swarna. There is no release in instant death. Poor thing. She found no peace. So, here is the foundation of your glorious future, Your Majesty. A woman dead. Another gone mad. And a third in danger of her life. Goodbye, sir.
Where are you going?
must escape before the news reaches the mob outside.
Will you please send Puru in? Will you please?
Don't worry about him. He's dozing happily outside. What is grand sacrifice?
Please send Puru in and wait for me.
For you?
Yes. I thought there were two options: life and death. No. It is living and dying that we have to choose between. But you have shown me that dying can go on for all eternity. Suddenly I see myself. My animal body frozen in youth, decaying, deliquescing, turning rancid. You are lying on your pyre, child, burning for life, while I sink slowly in this quagmire. My body wrinkless and grasping, unable to grasp anything.
Father, you sent for me.
Please help me, Puru. Take back your youth. Let me change. Let me turn my decrepitude into a beginning.
But why? There is so much for you have to. Oh, this crushing exhaustion. I don't want my youth. But may I sit down? What is this? Chitra!
She killed herself, Puru.
The first martyr to His Majesty's glorious vision.
What? She killed herself? Why? Please let her go. I am ready for anything.
That was no self-sacrifice. She was slaughtered. And now, there is no one except a demented maid left to mourn her.